All right, there we are. So, capitalization. This will involve telling you things, many things you already know. Okay, but for the sake of being thorough, right? We capitalize the first letter of the first word of every sentence. Okay, or the first letter of the first word of quoted dialogue within a sentence. So we see here, he said, and then boop, the pie was delicious, right? As opposed to he said it tasted delicious, right? The second one is more like what we do in class as far as embedding textual evidence, right? No capitalization there. It's not appropriate. But if we're narrating discourse, right? He said this, she asked that, right? We've got that capital T there. Okay. We capitalize I, right? We capitalize proper names or adjectives based on proper names. So Talton, capitalized. Taltonic, which will catch on, um, capitalized as well. Okay. If now, so when we're talking about works of literature, art, right? Um, if it's more than one word, okay, let's look here, right? Okay, a streetcar named Desire. In that case, because that very minor word is first, a, it's capitalized. Death of a salesman, not capitalized. Smaller, like the, a, not capitalized. Smaller prepositions like of, about, in, things like that, not capitalized. Okay. All right. Now, here, let's do this. Okay. Let's bring me in. There we go. Wait. No, that that's awful. Wait. Get over there. Get over there. Okay, perfect. That'll work. All right. So, names of races and languages and places, yes, not directions though. So, if we're talking about, like here, the example, right? I'm driving to the south. Okay. Now, the south is a thing, right? Proper name. If I just say I'm driving south, that's not it. If I'm jumping on 35 and I'm driving south, we wouldn't capitalize south. Okay. But if we were in Michigan and we were heading on down to Alabama, we'd capitalize south, right? I'm driving to the south. All right. Events, but not eras. So in this case, like we would capitalize like Middle Ages because that's kind of like a thing that's taken on, like it's a, right. But I wouldn't capitalize medieval period or 13th century or something like that. The names of courses, like, but not the subject. So, English is always capitalized because it's a language and a class, but like history, okay, or algebra, right? As a class, I capitalize the H in history, I capitalize the A in algebra, but just as things in the world, I wouldn't do that, okay? Um, any title that you have for someone gets it. There are some titles that if it's that are significant enough that like here I have president, like that's important enough that we always capitalize that whether or not there's a name attached to it. All right. Family relationship when used as a proper name, father, but not my father. So father, because I'm talking to, right? Granny, hello, right? I'm talking to Granny that's being used. Or let's say that hey, Granny said we need to go now, right? In that case, Granny's capitalized. But if I said my grandmother said it's time for us to go, in that case, no capitalization there. And then we have acronyms and initialisms, right? SCUBA, NATO, FBI, USA. Note on this because I don't think a lot of people know this. An acronym is actually something that you form it the same way you would an initialism, but you say it like a word, like scuba and NATO, right? So you've got self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Squish it down, right? First letter of each, and then you just say it like a word, scuba. Okay. Now, initialisms, you squish them down the same way, Federal Bureau of Investigation, but you just say the letters FBI like that. Okay. All right. Well, there we go.